Hey younger me, it's me, you from the future. I want you to forgive the weird audio, the weird video, because frankly, live with it. I'm not going to change myself for you. I'm quite sorry about this intro, about this whole video, mostly because I did not sleep last night and I've been trying to make this video for the past, say 45 minutes. And every time I get into the swing of things where I tell you about my life now, I just delve into the really sad parts, and then I get unreasonably sad, and then I try to go, oh wait, this is not supposed to be a sad video. And so I try to perk myself up, and it never works. So we're gonna start out with the sad stuff. Hey girly, you leave for college, and less than 2 months later your cat dies before you get home. This devastates you and you barely eat for the next week. Suffer through that. Anyways, we're working on it. We're currently still grieving him even though it's been almost an entire year. Yes, it has been almost an entire year. We are now going into our second year of college, which is pretty cool. It's pretty snazzy. I'm very tired, but it is what it is. All those things you heard about college where it's like, oh, this is the time of your life. You're gonna have such a great time. You're gonna have a good time. You're also gonna be very tired and very stressed. But that's mostly because there's also a bunch of weird political stuff happening right now, which we won't get into except for this much. There was a protest on our campus, which was very interesting and very informative of how life is viewed from other places and all these other things. There is also a bunch of political controversy happening because of weird FAFSA documents and all that stuff that I frankly don't want to think about right now. So I won't. I'm moving on. 1 second, I'm eating chocolate currently because this is the only way I could get through the video. Okay, back to it. We did make a lot of friends. Okay, a lot for us. We made 5 friends when we were in college last year, and we've kept in contact with 4 out of the 5 of them, so that's pretty good. 4 out of the 5 of them are wonderful people. They are fabulous. They have fabulous effects on our lives, and they truly make us a better person by being in our lives. Moving on, once we turned 18, applied for one of our dream jobs. We got in. And we now work part-time there, where we met a lot more friends. What's interesting, though, is while our college friends are all our age, the ones at work are adults, impressively adults. One of them is a grandmother adults, which is an interesting find, but it is what it is. It was an interesting discovery, but we've had a good time. What else has happened? Because I want this video to be more than 5 minutes, and I don't want to cry on camera, so I'm gonna eat another. Oh, I should probably. I'm not gonna. Anyways, a bunch of movies have came out since we last talked. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie poster behind us. We did watch that in theaters. We didn't see it in theaters. It came out on Peacock the night it came out in theaters, and we saw it there. We watched it alone in our house. It was really good. We enjoyed it. It had a bunch of things. It was just as confusing as the games. It was wonderful. We enjoyed it. We are waiting for the second one, which will hopefully be out in 2025. Maybe the next update video will be then. Wouldn't that be funny? Anyways, we have been seeing movies with one of our friends, so I have a bunch of movies to update you on. Like the movie If with Ryan Reynolds. That movie was devastating. It was wonderful though. I just cried a lot. It was great. And Inside Out 2. That movie was devastating. I felt my inner teenager cringing and crinkling up into a ball sometimes, but it taught us a lot. It was really sad, and it revitalized the amount of children who walk up to us in public and go, "Your name is Riley." Just like Inside Out. Although, there was one funny encounter with a child where they went, "Oh, you're Riley from Inside Out." And I said, "Yes, because what else are you gonna do?" And they said, "So you have anxiety?" And we had to say yes. The sparkle in their eye. Which, we weren't lying, technically, but, yeah. A child walking up to you and going, "You have anxiety." Interesting. It was interesting. But what else have we seen? We went and we saw World War III? I don't know. No, it was Civil War. It was this movie about a civil war where the two halves of the United States fought, and we were following journalists through that. That movie was messed up. Don't watch that movie. Or do, if you want to see it. It was very beautiful. It had a bunch of stuff that was really thought-provoking, but if given the choice to erase my memory of it completely, I would. Moving on, we saw, so it was... Then, we saw... I don't know what we saw next, but we saw Twisters eventually. Last week, in fact, which is a movie with Glenn Powell. My gosh, I went there for the plot, and I actually got a really good movie that I really appreciate. It also had the guy, poor Philip from Hamilton, and the guy from Transformers. It was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. It felt like it was written by a woman, and that was the best part. Oh my gosh, it's been such a long time since I updated you. Oh my gosh. Also, the Haunted Mansion movie came out. That was really good. I went there for the plot and came out for wanting to see it again for the plot. You know what else came out as well? The new Indiana Jones movie. That movie was interesting. I could have saved $30 on that ticket, but it was good to know. Nonetheless. What else did we see? Oh my gosh. I didn't actually give you my review of this. Yes, I did. I'm gonna leave it. It was wonderful. It was great. There's more games out than, I think there's like 17 games. There's a new one that came out, I think literally this week. It's called Into the Ball Pit. It's based on the books. Yeah, it's crazy. I like it. I miss Matt Pat. That's what happened since Dude, Matt Pat retired. Oh, my childhood. That man practically raised me on the internet wise. Like, the fact that he retired and he has a wife and son, which Steph has been there forever. So the fact that she's his wife, no surprise. But the fact that he has a child, crazy. He retired. So sad. We missed him. Now he's just doing a bunch of side quests, like he's investing in musical theater and he's being put into random lore and he's making ARGs and he's just having a grand old time. It's cool just randomly seeing him pop up and everyone being like, "This is what Matt Pat's doing right now," and we're like, "Matt Pat, what are you doing?" But what else has happened? Oh, you know, we figured out why we get dizzy so much. It's because we actually have anemia. We figured that out when we donated blood in October and got put on a 12-month timeout of blood donating because they said, "You have such low iron. Not only did you almost puke in our cute little van that we were stealing your blood from, but you also can't donate for a year." hopefully I get off of my blood timeout soon. I like donating blood. I got a free burrito, I got free froyo, I got free chocolate milk and cookies, and it was great. Honestly, if some person offered me, like, I don't know, $10 in a burrito, hell, a really good burrito, just a burrito, I'd be like, what do you need? Donating plasma? Sure. Heck yeah. But I you know, it is what it is. What else? Oh, I haven't told you about my hobbies. I've done several takes of this video. I apologize that I'm all squirrely right now. But hobbies, we are still into crocheting. We crochet a couple of things every couple of months, and then we go, wow, that was hard. I don't want to crochet for a little bit. And then the itch infests our brain again eventually. We got really into sewing to the point where on our desk it has a permanent spot with a bunch of stuff. In fact, they're sewing stuff that way and that way and that way. And I bet if I looked under this bed, I would also find sewing supplies. We make skirts. We make split side skirts, actually. Tee hee hee hee. I have made 5, 4. I lied. I've made 4. And they're really fun. I really enjoy it. I like making the exact same skirt over and 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 over again. Because what am I but not consistent? All of the skirts are different levels of good. And it starts with the first skirt being the best, and then it just devolves from there. In fact, the newest skirt is literally in a pile because it did not fit my hips. It was in fact too skinny for me, the person who made it for themselves. Because I love that. What else? We're getting a car again soon, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna learn how to drive manual. Ooh, manual. Disgusting. But I think that's about it. If I think of more things, I guess I'll have to do another update. I hope not. Anyways, I've got to get going because it is currently 11:46 p.m. at night, and I am a very, very, very tired raccoon. I'll see you, past Riley, in the future. Good night.